Oh man. Okay, we're recording now. I just did a brief introduction over Bitcoin from July 2017 up until now and what that means as an investment. All good. We'll start the recording now. So now that the individuals on the call know what that kind of would look like. Now also keep this in mind. People might say, oh, stick to a stock, stick to silver, stick to gold. Forget about this crypto mumbo jumbo thing, right? Because people just don't know. People just aren't aware of what this could really do. What Bitcoin did though, in 3 years, from like over here to over here, 2017 to 2019, Bitcoin did that in 3 years. You know how long that took gold? If you look at gold to do that kind of a price movement, okay, let's say, hang on. Gold, let me try this one. Nope, that's not a good one. Cancel that. Hang on, guys. I just want to pull up gold. Gold is XAU-USD. By the way, the site that I'm analyzing this information on is called tradingview.com. Tradingview.com, this is where we analyze the charts and understand how and where price is, right? Just so we all know. Be patient, guys. Hold up. I just want us to understand the difference between gold and Bitcoin, but I'm not finding here we go. This isn't a really good chart per se, but whatever. I'll just go with this one, forex.com, whatever that is. So from 1998, for example, we went from here to over here, which was almost 20 years, right? Almost 20 years where we went from here to just $1,000 or even from 300 to, $1,800 US. That's nothing. That's nothing compared to what Bitcoin did and is what it's about to do, right? So now that we maybe hopefully understand the potential of Bitcoin and what's about to happen, let's talk about it a little bit more. So if we look at this from a perspective on the long term, guys, long-term Bitcoin perspective, this was that 2017 chart we were looking at. This is the same chart right over here. But just this year in 2021, we made this guy like massive wave move up to 65K US. And then we crashed down 50% almost ish. And then we bounced right back up. This isn't the end, okay? This is not the end. This is going to keep going past 100K, above and beyond towards the rest of the year. But we have to understand where we are right now and how the markets work. So check this out, guys. If you Google Wall Street cheat sheet, okay, like I said, we're going to get into some very, very key cryptos that you should know about, potential in the markets and where it's going to go and what to look for, right? This is what you need to know. This is the Wall Street cheat sheet of how the markets move and work. It's not really coming in super clear, but I wish it was coming in a little bit. I don't know why it's not coming in clear. But anyways, if you can see this thing, we're down here. We have this massive wave and move up, correction, retest, and then we go down. But this is just based off of stocks and traditional markets, okay, such as gold and different stocks. We go through hope or disbelief, hope, optimism, belief, thrill, and euphoria. So in 2017, for example, this is like going from, $1,000 all the way up to 20K. And you're going through these emotions. It's an emotional roller coaster. This is what you're going to experience over the next 3, 5, 6, 7 months. You're going to go through hope. You're going to go through optimism. You're going to go through belief. Okay, right now, if you're just new at it, you're just starting to get into crypto, and you're playing around with it a little bit. Maybe you're just building up your hope, and then as they go up a little bit, now you're building optimism. Okay, you're getting positive around it. Then you're building up your belief as it goes higher. Okay, you're like, I'm going to be rich. This is really happening. This is really working for me. And then you got thrill. It's super exciting. And then absolutely euphoric feeling where you just feel like a genius, and you feel like you're on top of the world, and you feel like you got it all made, and you feel like you know exactly what you're doing. And then you become this arrogant son of a, just kidding. But you know what I mean? And then there'll be a correction, and people will get either scared and they'll sell, which is why this downward movement happens, or we get complacency and we think it's just going to keep going up, and then we're all good. And then we go down, and then you go through anxiety, denial, panic, anger, frustration, depression, because people up here decide to sell their houses. They decide to sell their businesses. They decide to sell everything that they have to buy Bitcoin because it goes up to such a high price. But then when price comes down, they lose all their money, and they're frustrated because they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's happening. And that's why this is so important. Imagine going through anger, depression, and disbelief for 3 years, for 4 years. Imagine going through that. Well, that's exactly what people had to do with Bitcoin before 2017 through 2018 through 2019, right? All through 2019, before we had this massive move up again. It happened there. It happened in 2015. There was a cycle here, and there was one in 2013 as well, where we went from like $2 to $200 or something crazy, something stupid like that, like 200%, no, more than 200% return. Anyway, so as you can see, we're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And this data feed, unfortunately, does not show 2013 on the chart. But we're not even comparing 2017 with what's going on right now. We're comparing right now with 2013. We're comparing this cycle with 2013 that we can't see right now. But in 2013, it went up from like $2 to $200. And then it went down, and then people got scared, went through depression, all this stuff. But then in a matter of weeks, it skyrocketed up to $2,000, and people, lost their minds, and it was a crazy thing. And then 2015, and then 2017, and now we've got the present day, right? So this is the same thing. This was scary for a lot of people because a lot of people think that this is it and we're just going to go down, which is a potential. Okay, this is a potential of what could happen over the next month. Maybe we do see a massive correction down to, these prices are in US dollars, by the way, guys, down to 40K, 42K area. Maybe we do. Maybe we drop all the way down to 25, 28K. And I can't explain why. I'm not going to explain why that might happen right now, because it's too much information and you're not going to understand it. And that's okay. That's okay. But I'm not going to explain it all right now. But the reason why, this is a potential, and then we go up. But guys, just for those of us on this call, those of us watching the recording, okay, just like in life, let's say you go to the gym, right? So you go to the gym and you're trying to get really, really fit and healthy and improve yourself and la-ti-da-ti-da, right? But on your way to the gym, there's going to be traffic and there's going to be red lights, and you're going to get frustrated getting to the gym. And then you got to change your clothes, and then you get to work out, and then you got to shower, clean up, blah, 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 blah. That whole process is like Bitcoin going from 10K to 65K. There's ups and there's downs, right? And then on your fitness journey, right? So maybe you eat sweets instead of eating your broccoli and healthy foods, and then you ruin your progress, and then you got to get back at it. Or maybe you get an injury and then you're like, oh, I'm out of the gym for a few months. I can't work out. Now I'm depressed and blah, 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 blah. And then you go back to working out and you get a little bit better, right? You tear down your muscles, you get a little bit better, you get a little bit stronger. That's what's going on right now. Or in life. In life, we're going to have ups and downs, right? We're going to do really, really well in life. People are proud of us, or we're going to make mistakes and people are not so proud of us. And we're going to have ups and downs in life, and that's just what's going to happen. So Bitcoin, I kind of compare Bitcoin to that because it's the same thing. Okay, it is the same thing. I'm trying to pull up, why isn't 2017 pulling up? Here we go, 2017 is loading. Look at this. 2017, we went from, right, $1,000 to 3,000, from 3,000 down to 1,700. Imagine how many people were freaking out during that time. Then we went all the way up, 4,800, massive correction to $3,100. And then we went to 20K, right? It's like you're going on your journey and you're like, oh, everything's always working out for me and I feel great, blah, 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 blah. And that's just what happens. So this is the same thing. This right here is part of the journey where we're just like, we're unsure and we're like, oh no. But then we came up and now we're just waiting for the next month or so for this to surpass all-time highs. And then it's just not going to be like me and you get in the market. It's going to be like your taxi driver is going to wonder how to get in this market. It's going to be your relatives who are wondering how to get into this market. And they're going to wonder how to buy Bitcoin and how to get in this market. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Give me 333 in the chat if you're starting to understand this a little bit, if you're picking up some value, if I'm helping any kind of mindset during this talk right now. Give me 333 in the chat if you're getting value, if you're starting to pick this up a little bit. Because if you can understand this concept and it starts to make sense, the rest of the markets will start to make sense and you'll begin to understand it. So good. We got Nick and Rohit. Awesome. So Bitcoin, guys, if you are investing, if you're looking to invest or buy, it's going to be crucial that you understand what's happening. And that's why we talked about it. Because if you put in $500 right now at 50K and we drop down to 25K, that $500 turns into $250, right? It gets cut in half. But you can't look at it like that. Let's say you have one Bitcoin. Okay, let's pretend like you own a whole Bitcoin of $48,000 worth, right? You can't look at it like, oh, I have $48,000. No. You have to look at it like I have one Bitcoin. Or let's say you have 0.5 of Bitcoin. You can't look at this and say, oh, Bitcoin's 50K, I have $25,000. If we get in the mode of I own a half a Bitcoin, that's huge. That's massive. And thinking in those terms rather than just the dollar amount is going to help a little bit with it. Okay. Anyways, you'll start to understand this as we go along. But like I said, guys, this is a couple scenarios because we can think all we want that Bitcoin's going to go to 100K, but we got to be prepared and know what's going to happen kind of in between, just so that we're ready for it, right? So I'm letting you know right now, there could be a massive correction where this kind of comes down and then goes up. But ultimately, we're going to go to 100K US, which is like $125,000 Canadian. We're going to go to 200K most likely by the end of the year. So just get ready. So if you buy Bitcoin at $50,000, let's say you bought $1,000 worth of 50 grand, right? And Bitcoin then goes to 200K. Well, 200,000 divided by 50,000 is 4, right? 50,000 times 4 is $200,000. So if you put in $1,000 at 50K and Bitcoin goes to 200K, you've now 4 times your money. That's what's going to happen over the next few months. So hold on to your socks. Hold on to your socks. Hold on to your pants. Okay. But that's just Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is really, really important to have. This is what I want to talk about really quick right now. When it comes to investing in the crypto, not financial advice, but also take it very, very seriously. And always do your research and ask me questions, guys. Ask me all the questions you want. If we can get in person, let's meet up in person and talk about it. But when it comes to portfolio, take notes. I hope we're taking notes. Okay, my guys know. Chad, Michael, my guys know. Take notes in blue pen. It's important for the brain to help retain the information. Bitcoin should be like 50% of our portfolio. Okay, portfolio is like your total amount invested in crypto. Okay. And then so Bitcoin should be like 50%. Okay. This is just general, super general terms, right? But I have mentors. We have mentors, guys, that actually have XRP. And myself, actually, XRP is like a third of my entire investment portfolio, straight up. Yeah, it's about a third of my whole investment portfolio is XRP. And I have a few mentors who are like most of their portfolios in XRP. But I'm just in general terms for investing and the importance of actually owning Bitcoin. I'm letting you know this right now. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, let me finish this and then we'll go into a little bit more. Then we'll go into a little bit more details. Well, yeah. So Daniel, my man, I noticed you just popped on. Welcome to the call. I just muted you because I'm recording this really quick. But like I said, Bitcoin, and then most of us, people that I know, multi-millionaires, okay, that we're learning from, and myself, we have XRP as like a third of our portfolio, or even half of our portfolio. I'm not gonna lie, because we know the value. We know the value behind XRP, and that's another thing, guys. When it comes to investing, right, you should know what you're investing into, right? You should know what the project is. You should know what the company is. You should know what the team is. You should know these things. And if you don't, it's okay. Just take my word for it, I guess. But I'm just letting you know. The reason why we have so much in XRP is because of its utility. It's going to help create the next financial system. It's Ripple. XRP is already partnered with over 100 different banks, and banks are going to use it to help save time and money. Okay. The most valuable commodity on earth is what? Does anybody know the most valuable commodity on earth? The most valuable thing ever? It's a little bit made up. It's a little bit made up, but it's also, very real. We only have so much of it on this earth. Does anybody know? We only have so much of it on this earth. What's the most valuable commodity thing or anything? What, like, time? Yes, it is time. Good job, Nick. Awesome. It is time. Exactly. So XRP, Ripple, guys, the company Ripple is going to help banks save time and money. And that's why it's going to be so valuable, right? It's only $1.23 US right now, but there's word and there's evidence to show that XRP could actually be $100 one day, maybe even in the next 6 months. But I'm not going to say that right now. That's not what I'm guaranteeing. That's not what I want to present to you or to give that kind of hope. Okay. If we can have XRP goes to $10 and that's our investment, then that's beautiful, right? But I'm going to have to do a part two. I'm going to have to do a part two of this whole call. So those of you on the Zoom right now, stay tuned for part two. Would be really nice if that happened. Yes, I agree. I agree with you, Nick. There is opportunity, guys. There is evidence showing that XRP could literally go to $90 to $100 in the next 6 months. Okay, no joke. But I'm not going to sit here and say, hold your money until it's $90, because you want to take profits along the way. And that's what part 2 is going to have to be about. But anyway, so Bitcoin, altcoins should be 40%, okay, of your entire portfolio, and then a wild card. Wild cards should be 10% of your entire portfolio. Okay, then I will be rich. Yes, Brent will be rich. We've got lots of XRP for sure. Brent's got more XRP than me. He's got more XRP than me. I gotta increase my income a little bit more here. But Bitcoin 50%, altcoins 50 and 40%. But what I mean by altcoins, guys, alternative coins, I do mean, that includes Ethereum, that includes Litecoin, XLM, Algorand, Sol, Ocean, VeChain, ICX, all of them are alternative coins to Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin right now is typically king. I think it will always be king. And I think it will always, ultimately run the whole network. Because when Bitcoin goes up, that's when everything kind of follows it and goes up as well. If Bitcoin goes down, there's a good chance of everything else kind of like going down. Okay. So just be wary of that. But wildcards would be like a not so great coin to invest into. And by wildcards, I'm talking about like Dodge or silly little Shiba, Safe Moon, right? Because I don't want to sit here also and say, don't buy Dodge, don't buy Shiba, don't buy Safe Moon, because these little coins that you're hearing about on Reddit, on social media, through word of mouth, I personally don't have any actually as of right now. I want to keep my coins, my money, in things that are going to be here long term, and things that are going to be utilized by banks and actual real money. But that's not to say that Safe Moon can't 15x by tomorrow, right? ISO 2022, the structure, the new, yep, exactly. Daniel knows the structure to the new quantum financial system, 100%. And we're going to talk about that really, really quick as well on this call. But, well, not too much details, right? I'm not going into too much details because there's some brand new people on the call. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But Doge, Shiba, right? Like I said, you could put $100 or whatever 10% is for you into something that's like small cap that might make a 10, 15, even 100x return. You never know. And if the whole point here is to make money at the end of the day anyways, right? Invest for the next 5 years. Hopefully you get to retire. If not, hold your money for another 5 years, wait till 2030, 2029, 2030-ish, and hold your crypto until then. And then you'll be able to retire for sure, if you keep buying crypto. But anyway, so there's always opportunity. I'm not going to say not buy these, but you need to keep it safe. You need to keep it realistic. You need to, like, I don't like realistic, but you don't want to put all your money into Shiba. Okay. Shiba is not going to be around in 5 years, most likely. Safe Moon, these little things are not going to be around in the next 5 years. Okay. Anyways, that's how that works. Now, with that being said, I hope you took notes because I'm deleting it now. I'm deleting this. If I can, I'm trying to delete it. I need a mouse. I need my mouse out here. So exactly, top 5 coins, guys. I definitely highly recommend having the majority of your funds and money into these. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Oh my gosh. I did not. Did you guys hear that from Siri or no? Siri came up for some reason. Siri's, they're always listening. But anyway, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Litecoin's like a hit and miss. I'm not sure. I'm not positive on the potential of Litecoin. But Bitcoin's like the gold of crypto. And then Litecoin is like the silver of crypto. And why that is because Bitcoin, there's only 21 million. This is the other thing too, guys. Bitcoin, only 21 million. There's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, there's like thousands, millions of millionaires out there, but there's only 21 million Bitcoin. Okay. So there's some millionaires right now that are not buying Bitcoin right now for some reason. Otherwise they'd all be gone. But there's about 18.5 or something like that in circulation right now. Okay. And there's only like 3 million left to be mined. So only 3 million left to be mined and bought. So you do the math, right? That's why owning Bitcoin is crucial. You need to own Bitcoin. Whether we think it's going to go to zero or not, it's not going to go to zero. But Litecoin will be an F asset on Flare Finance. Great point, Daniel. Great point, Daniel. Yeah, actually, thank you for that input. I appreciate that. It will be an F asset on Flare Finance. That's a good point. Same with Dodge. So, you know, if you want to buy some Dodge, buy some Dodge. But, oh, man. That's a great point. I do have two Litecoin. I have two Litecoin because there's only 21 million Bitcoin and there's only like 82 million Litecoin. Right? And Litecoin's only $180. It's only $180 US, guys. So, I mean, I say only, you know what I mean, but I bought Litecoin for the first time at $40 last year. When was this? Way down here. So give me a 333 if you're still listening. Give me a 333 if you're still here, alert and listening on this call really quick while I take another sip of water. Guys, this is why mentorship and insider information is so crucial. What is Flare Finance? We'll talk about it, Nick. Don't worry, bro. We'll talk about it. But Flare Finance basically is going to be, no, it's a big concept about decentralized finance and being able to make money from your money. See, that's going to have to be part 3. I'm going to need a part 3 of this whole thing to just give you a surface idea of what that's about. But decentralized finance, guys, basically banks are most likely going to go away in the next 10 years. The next 10 years, banks will be like Blockbuster for the people that know how to make their money work for them. But DeFi network, exactly. So decentralized finance, guys, is going to be, it's a decentralized network. So it's everybody that pools your money into one system, into one pool. And then what happens is you can borrow funds to make purchases. So loans for a mortgage will not be done through a bank in the near future. It's going to be done on the blockchain. You're going to be able to do it yourself. You're not going to have to talk to somebody else and apply for a loan. You're not going to have to, you know, have a job and have so many credentials for them to say, yes, this person deserves a loan. This person can get a loan because he's got all this backed by him. No. We're going to be able to go on a site, go on to a liquidity pool. We're going to be able to borrow money from our and use our crypto as collateral, for example, or just take out loans from the decentralized networks, from the blockchain, and be able to use the money for whatever we want with it. But that's, and then if you have assets, this is the other thing too. If you have XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum, different cryptos, okay. No, Siri, you did not get that. Don't stop listening to me, Siri. What was I saying? Like, if you have assets, guys, there are going to be certain coins where you can pool them and then you make money, you make interest off of your crypto. So not only can you buy Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum right now and hold it for 5 years, and the price of it's going to go up and you're going to make a lot of money for holding it for 4 or 5 years. You can also earn like 5, 6, 7, even 10% of your money a year from holding your money in liquidity pools. So if you know anything about like derivatives, I guess, and stuff like that, right? You earn money on your money. What were the last 2 of the top 5 coins? Oh, yeah, great point. Well, we're going back. We're going back, brother. Sharing a lot of sauce tonight. Holy guys, I hope you guys are picking this stuff up, because here we go. I think I had it written over here. XLM, and XRP. I would also add in like Algorand. Okay, Algorand's going to be really, really important too. So like I said, like I said, it's not financial advice. You do what you want to do. No guarantee of results, blah, 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 blah. But also take this very, very seriously. That I would have most of my funds in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XLM, and XRP and Algorand. Because this is the thing, guys. There are like 20,000 cryptocurrencies right now. 20,000 cryptocurrencies right now. We don't even have rules, regulations, tax information, government bodies governing anything right now. You know what I mean? They're going to let a vast majority of people in this space kind of get rich. Okay. And then that's what's going to stir up more hype. And then more money is going to flow into these markets. And I'll say it doesn't really matter to them. They don't really care too much, because as they manipulate the markets, they're going to make money from it anyways. They're going to make a ton of money from the markets going up and down, regardless of who gets rich or not. There's still going to be the vast majority of people who are working paycheck to paycheck because they are not self-starters. They don't want to do anything else for themselves. You know, they just, going about life because they just may not be aware. They just not be aware of certain things. And that's exactly why Chad is on this call right now. That's exactly why Michael, Brent, myself are on this call right now, to help share this type of information with more people. Okay. I'm not just spending an hour of my time saying, hey guys, you should know about all this information and I'm going to get something out of it. No. I'm saying take this information seriously so that you can help get rich. And you take it, with what you will. But if you really want to know how to use your money correctly and be financially free, then you're going to want to know more about the academy. You're going to want to know more about who we learn from and how to really work your money, because we just don't invest. We also trade and make money on a weekly basis. We also trade currencies in the markets and make money on a weekly basis from our phones. The market goes up, we make money. If the market falls and goes down, we also make money. Why is that important? Because there's going to be 3 years. There's going to be 3 years, 4 years of the markets being really, really low. And nobody's going to know what to do with it. XDC, yeah, IOTA, Sol, ADA, Cello. I agree with that. Absolutely. So, and we're going to talk about a few more really quick too, but that's what I would do. So I'm going to delete that right quick. Oh yeah. So my point there was too, guys, was that most of the cryptos are going to go away. Like literally 95% of cryptocurrencies and the projects are going to go away and they're not going to be around anymore. So what happens when they go away? People who have bought those currencies, people who have invested their money into those type of currencies are going to lose it. They're going to lose their money. Whoops. I get really passionate. Guys. So you don't want to buy anything that you could potentially lose your money. That's why we're talking about these cryptos. That's why we're talking about this information. So let's say you buy Bitcoin right now, guys. You're going to want to take a little profit at 100K. You're going to want to take a little profit at 150, 200K, 250, 300K, all the way up until December, January, maybe even February time. Okay. So here we go, guys. Some more coins that you're going to want to take note of are things like Sol. Okay, if you got a list going on, I highly recommend Sol. Ocean Protocol. Okay, Ocean Protocol. I would recommend looking into VeChain. I'd recommend looking into Icon, ICX, Zilliqa, Zcash, Filecoin, and Crypto.com. And ADA. I don't have ADA in there anymore. Oh yeah. NADA, as Daniel mentioned as well. And then IOTX. Okay. Just found about this one yesterday from our man Michael. But we won't go into too much detail there. Highly recommend VeChain and Quant. Yeah, Quant's a good one too. Exactly. So with that being said, guys, those are some things you're going to want to look for. So let's talk about really quick. We already talked about Bitcoin. Litecoin, there's a good chance of this thing going up to 500, even $1,000 this year. But I'm hoping, oh yeah, there's equal highs here, guys. So those of us who know how to, who know trading and can read this a little bit, there's equal highs here. That's something to take note of. And we're gonna look to surpass these highs and go above 500 US. Ethereum is just rocking. Guys, every time I say Ethereum, Siri comes up. Every time I say Ethereum, Siri comes up. Ethereum, Siri. I guess they kind of sound alike. No. Can you guys hear that or no? I don't know. Ethereum, guys, it's just blasting. I don't even know. I thought we'd see a correction in this area even, but we haven't. This thing's just okay. I'm not saying that word anymore. I'm not saying ETH. I'm going to say ETH. I'm not saying the word. Siri keeps popping up. But I thought ETH would have corrected by now, but it's not. It's just going. Wild. This is what we're kind of looking at now. We're looking for a pullback close to this area or even this area and then continue to the upside. XRP. Okay, this is a longer video now already, so we'll just talk about this for a few more minutes, guys, and then we'll either do a part 2 or definitely get back to whoever invited you on this call so that we can help answer any of your questions and make sure you really know what was said. XRP, guys, over the next month, I have a good feeling that over the next month, guys, XRP cryptos are going to have a little bit of a pullback. And I wouldn't be surprised if it fell down to 99 cents, 95-cent area before continuing to the upside. Having said that, we did have a bullish flag pattern form, and then we broke out of it, and now we're technically retesting it. However, crypto does not always run normal, regular technical analysis. Cryptos do not always just follow, regular patterns and these sorts of things. There's too much else going on. The everyday individual coming in to invest, banks, manipulation, a whole bunch of things are taking place right now. Adoption, right? The use of crypto is going to fluctuate cryptocurrency in the market so much. So from a technical analysis standpoint, there's a lot of things that we could probably look at, but I'm just letting you know that we're retesting the trend line and this could hold as support and we could just keep going. Or like I said, I'm seriously letting everybody know that there's a high possibility of a pullback in September. And it's gonna happen because they want to scare people. They want to scare people into selling their coins. Okay. Because like if you buy XRP at $1.25 and it goes down to 95 cents, you're losing like 20, 15 or 20% of your money or whatever that is, right? If you put in $1,000, but that $1,000 turns into 800 or 700, you're probably going to be a little worried and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, my money's going away. Your money didn't go away. It's just pulled back a little bit and we're waiting for the next higher high. We're waiting for the move up. Okay. So like I said, we could be just blasting up or we're going to look for that correction down, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin, there's a great chance of a pullback down to, I'm looking at this area. Okay. Siri, please go away. If somebody knows how to turn off Siri, definitely let me know. Message me sometime. I would love to turn off Siri so that doesn't keep happening on a future call. Anyway, and you can't make this up, okay? This specific area, guys, is going to be a 61 to 50% retracement from this low over here. Okay, I'm taking something called the Fibonacci tool, and cryptocurrencies really look to retrace to a specific levels. Fibonacci tool over here, Fibonacci retracement. And we've got the 50% line here and the 61. This says 61.8% right there. That's what this line is right there. And that's where we're going to be looking for a pullback potentially too. And during this time, like I said, people are going to be freaking out. They're going to be scared. You're not going to know what's going on, right? But then we have mentors and people that know what they're talking about. And they're like, guys, don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. We're expecting a possible pullback here before going to the upside and continue the wave up. That is what we're looking at right now. But like I said, at the beginning of this call for Bitcoin, there is potential for this to come down to 28K before continuing. But I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. I think we are going to just like kind of continue from this area and then make all-time highs, and then everybody becomes rich. Litecoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Buy and hold. So there's two different strategies. You're going to watch the markets go up and you're going to make a bunch of money. And you have to decide when, where you will sell at and what percentage of your money you're going to sell at. And or you're going to hold some funds for the next wave in 2024, 2025. And that has to do with the next Bitcoin halving. The next Bitcoin halving will be, I believe, in 2024, maybe in May, which we'll see another cycle of Bitcoin. Bitcoin will go to 300K this year or 200K this year, come back down to 20K. And then that's when you're going to want to buy it again. And then it's going to go up to $1 million, $3 million in 2025. I don't know the exact number, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of money. And that's the importance of you learning about crypto, what all these are, and why you should be investing in them. Stocks aren't going to cut it anymore. Wall Street's going to go down. And the game is changing in the world. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys got some value. Definitely get back to the person who brought you on this call. Have some questions answered, okay? And if you are interested in learning more about how it is that we're learning this information, how it is that we're able to duplicate our money on a weekly basis by trading it in the markets so that you can create time and financial freedom in your life, then this is for you and you're going to want to know more about it. Let's talk about it. Take care, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Hope you have a blessed night. We'll message Nick. Next meeting, next week. We'll message. Take care. Be blessed.